Hello, family. Welcome. Thank you for joining once again. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Today is another beautiful day. Of course, you see me, I feel very happy and even more confident when I'm surrounded by two hefty, wonderful firebrand men. And what else? Yeah. So, guys, today is a wonderful one. All that we have in the ecosystem, what Mr. Mufari and his team have to offer us is nothing but value. So on this note, I would say, Mr. Andy Bergs, welcome once again.
Hello. Now, I have been called many things in my life, Comfort, but not hefty. I think the word you were looking for was fat.
No. Now listen, you just want to make me feel guilty in front of the world, but the word is my weakness. I can't call anybody fat.
Okay, all right. Stout. All right, stout. Fair enough. Hi, everybody.
Hi, Collins. Welcome.
Hello, everyone. Andy
always... Anyway, Collins. So don't be afraid.
Andy always make us laugh to stimulate us, and it's good. So it's a good Tuesday, and we're happy to be here again to touch one of the most important topic, value. So I'll leave it there.
Sure. Let's let it roll. It's gonna kind of tasty Tuesday because we're discussing value. Value can be tasty or kind of, So Andy, I don't know, where do we want to start from? Because people are looking at something else, but we are talking about value. What is it all about? What is this value we're talking about in Mr. Mufari's ecosystem?
For me, the value side of things is the fact that ONPASSIVE is creating products that are not only superior to what's available in the marketplace today, but value for money. In other words, you've got a product that take OConnect, our video conferencing product, for argument's sake. It's unlimited. It's packed with far more features than any of the other video conferencing platforms out there, and you can have 1 billion people on the call if you wish to. So those that are in locations with poor internet connection, for instance, can get access to this video conferencing platform. Now, as far as cost is concerned, we don't know the exact cost today, but we're told it's going to be far more cost effective and value for money than the others are. So we know what ONPASSIVE has been paying to have one of the other platforms max out at 20,000, for instance. Yeah, we were paying $8,000 a month for that. Now ours has an infinite capability, but is going to be far less in cost than that, but packed with far more features, etc., etc. So that, to me, is value for money.
All right, value for money, and that's what we hear from Andy Berg. So, Collins, let's hear from your own angle, please.
Yes, Andy, well said. Mr. Ashmufar always told us, he said, when you provide value, users will come. So the first thing is, what he did was go in, do the hard work to provide the most valuable product we've ever seen. And value comes with working smart. Sometimes we used to use the word works hard. It's not about work hard, it's about work smart. It comes with dedication. It comes with, a lot of things. It comes with a lot of patience, because if you are impatient, you will never provide any value to the users. So, and these are the things that Mr. Ashmufar and the tech team has been doing throughout the day, making sure they work smart, they make sure what they want to deliver will be so valuable. Now, when we look at value, we can look at it from all angles. We can look at the branding they've been doing. Branding, Burj Khalifa, if you look at the way it is so valuable. Why Burj Khalifa? It's an expensive building. Mr. Andy will talk about it. To brand in Dubai, it's not easy. That is value. Talk about the metro station. That is value. So who are those looking at it? They talk about how many million tourists going to Dubai every year. What would they see on passive? And when they see on passive, what will happen? They will take a look, go and start to register to use the free valuable solution, we can call it products and services, on passive is providing. So it drive millions, and sometimes it will drive billions of users on our side. The most effective thing is to provide value. No value, no cost, no users. You bring value, you get the users. So Sir Comfort, I'll leave it there for now.
Okay, I think I'm happy. Now you touch on branding and you call it value. However, they spend like heavy sums of money, like what we see happening in Dubai since for over 1 year now. So, Andy, how does good branding affect sales, given that you are from that background?
Okay, there's two things I would say here. First of all, in the current situation of capitalism, you get what you pay for. So if you want a nice car, you have to pay for it. What ONPASSIVE is doing is changing that perspective entirely, because it's not about making profit. It's about providing value for money. In other words, you pay a decent price for a decent product. Yeah, so all of this branding that they've been doing, particularly in the likes of Dubai. Now, why Dubai? Dubai is a hub, but it's an international hub, first of all, for various flights and what have you from all around the globe. That's one. Two, it has millions and millions and millions of tourists every year. Three, Dubai is trying to create, it ran out of oil some while ago, so it's trying to create a Silicon Valley of the world. Yeah, so it's trying to be at the top of the tree for technology and moving things forward. So when you say why Dubai, Dubai is by far the best place for this to be seen on the international arena. So we have a station named after ONPASSIVE, and the branding has been done in such a way that that station is right outside, or it's the stop for Internet City, where all of the big boys are: Huawei, GE, Google, Amazon, Facebook, and all of these employees get off the metro at ONPASSIVE station. What do you think that does? That's incredible. But that's just one aspect of the branding and advertising that ONPASSIVE has done throughout Dubai. So in the Mall of the Emirates, the largest mall certainly in GCC countries, has ONPASSIVE everywhere. Largest billboard in the skating rink, along the Sheikh Zayed Road, which is massive. I mean, it's 5 lanes wide, type touch either side. Everywhere you'll see ONPASSIVE, huge billboard ONPASSIVE. If you go to the Jumeirah Beach residence and the various different malls around, you'll see these neon signs everywhere: ONPASSIVE this, ONPASSIVE that. So what is he doing with that? What he's doing is, it's not just the locals. All of these tourists are taking this information from the Burj Khalifa and all of these other places. The laser show in particular, you've got 20,000 people that watch this every time. Yeah, so if we're doing that, you're getting 20,000 people to actually see it. But the vast majority of these are not locals, because they've probably seen it before. They're tourists. And those tourists take it back to the countries they've come from. Oh, have you seen this ONPASSIVE? What are they all about? And they look things up. This is all about the branding. This is about adding to who we are, letting people know that they have a different system in place, a different opportunity than they're used to. So whether you're an email marketer looking to expand your business, or you work in network marketing of some sort and you want to increase your business, these tools that we've created, ONPASSIVE has created, will boost your business, will give you the opportunity that you haven't got today, but at a far lower cost. So that, to me, is the value and the branding side of things.
Right. I think it's like Angeline was reading my mind, because the whole time you're talking, I'm just like nodding and nodding and nodding. And then she says, I like the way Andy analyzes things. You guys are just crazy, but that's what Mr. Mufare has. He doesn't settle for less. So that's what I'm so proud of myself. Thank you guys for the good job. I really do appreciate, Andy, I appreciate you, Collins, for every evidence, every reason you are making us to understand how much value means for a business. But there is this worry that still comes from people, right? We already, don't forget, we have 3 quality products that are just given out there for free. Nobody pays for it. We all have email addresses and we know what we go through. I feel like throwing my phone away right now because I can't stand the storage full stuff. But we have all of that for free. We have the old trim for free. And then we're spending so much for the branding in Dubai. And then that's not all. We are letting, the room is still open for as many people to join as affiliates as they would like to, if they want to, for the reason for which we're giving the education. The worry here that people ask is, given all that I'm listing here, people still joining, how are they? Is there still that guarantee for success, like we have known from the onset? I hope I'm making sense, Collins.
Yeah. So, Comfort, you just nailed it. When I look at success, what is success? There are ways that people will come into ONPASSIVE to be successful. Big businesses will come, not because they want to come and make anything. They want to come and use the product and the services. That's already success because of the value that ONPASSIVE will provide. We're talking about Mercedes company. If they come and they use old staff, end-to-end recruitment solution or human resource solution from recruitment up to payroll, that's already value they will get. What about accounting integrated to all staff? What about the internal communication to their lot we can go. They can use all trim as well to look at their the areas where their markets are coming, and that is for free. That's all trim alone. They can look at all tracker, which will also give them more value, which is paid product. So depending on how people are looking, the level of success. All right, for medium-sized company, they can come again. When they think like they have tight budget, they can say, all right, why can't I be an affiliate? So I can use this to subsidize the area that I'm lacking, like maybe getting some income that is coming in. ONPASSIVE will provide that for you. That is still value ONPASSIVE is providing. Those like us who want to use social media, to do stuff. What about those who want to come into ONPASSIVE just to promote their business using OMAT and OCommerce? That is already, think about Mary Kay. Think about even Amazon can find something in there. Things that they lack, they can still see it in ONPASSIVE. So it's about improving your business. And the moment you are improving your business, you are making something use of ONPASSIVE products and services. And that's the type of area I want to look at. Because sometimes, common people like us just know we come, we go, we get our affiliate link, and we make a residual income. No, it is far more than that. It is far more than that, because the amount, remember, there are millions of companies out there having problem with their businesses, looking for way out, looking for tools and services, solutions that will help them to improve their business. ONPASSIVE is the answer. So ONPASSIVE it will be the answer for most top businesses, to cut down costs. They can cut down their costs effectively and maximize profit. So when they cut down costs, what will happen? They will give more pay rise to their employee. They will even improve the way their business work using ONPASSIVE tools and services. And then to those who want to monetize using social media, remember there are people who say, no, I don't want to be resellers, but they can still use it. What if they use the products and they connect to YouTube and other product integrating and started making something out of it? Remember, there are a lot of businesses. Everything ONPASSIVE is gold mine. I always say it, everything ONPASSIVE is gold mine. You can look at it in any way, whether you want to make something or you want to. There is just every way everybody will succeed, using the tools and services and the solution, because it's so valuable for businesses. So, Mr. Comfort, I will leave it there and we can take it again.
So after listening to both of you again, Andy, I just want to come back. If you are repeating this, it's just for emphasis. So if you hear Collins mentioning that people like Mary Kay would benefit from this, Amazon, Mercedes, and all of those massive companies that would feel that they're already long established, does it sound like ONPASSIVE has got value for all, for anybody, everybody, or is it for a particular class or group of people?
This is where the entire marketplace, whether you're an individual, a one-man band, self-employed, you've got 5 staff, 10 staff, 10,000 staff, 100,000 staff, 2 million staff, it doesn't matter. The fact is that you have products within the system that will help your business thrive. So, and he mentioned those staff earlier on, but I think one of the most important things with those staff is many of the larger companies, or many companies that use various products at the moment, will have an accounting software. They'll have a recruitment software. They'll have a what they call a key indicator software. They'll have something else. So they have to sign in, sign out, sign in, sign out, sign in, sign out. But just the accounting software alone could cost them 10,000 a month to run, and the recruitment side of things, or the HR management system itself, could cost 100,000 a month to run. These things are not cheap. So if you encompass all of these under one roof, and it costs a fraction of that, companies are going to move across in their droves. Now, why would he do this? Why would he want to do this? Now, let's take Amazon as a good example. Amazon has created over 20 years, not, straight away, but over 20 years, 40-odd thousand millionaires. That's all, 40,000. And the owner of Amazon is worth billions. One of the richest men on the planet. Now, what is he going to do with that? Because quite frankly, you're never going to spend that in a lifetime. When you compare that to what we have, or the system that is being employed or created by what ONPASSIVE has done, the CEO here is not interested in being the next Jeff Bezos or Mark Zuckerberg. What he wants to do is to create millions of millionaires. So we have a capability for anybody that starts from now, 2 weeks' time, a year's time, still to create wealth for themselves. There is no other company like that on the planet. You wouldn't get Amazon going, come and join us. By the way, I'll give you 50% of the profit we make. Yeah, right. That Microsoft certainly didn't do that, and Bill Gates is again one of the richest men on the planet. You don't have that opportunity. This is a different business model. It is not capitalism at its worst. This is not profit driven. That's why it's value for money. This is a system that enables anybody, and I mean absolutely anybody, to be able to create wealth. But it has the tools and the products that every single person or business or government or institution or charity on the planet would make use of, and be able to help their businesses grow or themselves to grow.
Oh my, thank you so much. And this is value still, right? Having people like Andy Burks, like Collins Manor, to sit here and dish out this kind of quality information. I believe that this is one of the values that is hanging there in that ecosystem, which we can actually touch right now. Thank you, brothers. You're doing really well. Of course, Collins, I don't know whether you still want to add anything at all to what Andy has said, but for me, I'm satisfied, and I have rather another question. Sounds like I'm digressing, but I hope he's still on track. we have been, for the last week, we have been talking, you and myself and Oliver, we've been hitting on security, secure selves on your account, and how ONPASSIVE has security, layers upon layers of security. Would that also count as value? Would that be one of the reasons people would be joining us?
Absolutely, yes. When a software is not secured, it's not secured. A lot of people are scared because they worry about their data, their personal information. What will happen to their personal information if we come into this particular system? We're talking about secure data, because what is data? Data is anything that is valuable, your first, last name, date of birth, all of those type of things. Maybe your credit card information, all of those stuff. You need to secure them. And if the system is not secure, where people can just come in, pick that data and go, it costs them a lot of fortune, even to pay. Even the damage that ONPASSIVE will even incur will be really high. So the first thing in every software is security. And as it said, we have layers upon layers of security. From the data center, it is secured. From the code is secured. Everything is just encrypted. Mr. Alpha told us encryption from end to end, from code to database to data center. So why are they encrypting everything? So hiding the information is because they know people can come in and grab that information if it is not secured. So, and this is one of the things. So to come into ONPASSIVE ecosystem, thinking like you can just go in and do anything, then you just lie yourself, because the system is first monitored. The moment there is any little things, what will happen? They will go in and make it more secure. As Oliver always said, you don't give 100% of secure, because there are also people who also think smart. Remember, these guys who are going in, they are also top IT guys, but they decide to choose the wrong path. They decide to say, all right, I don't want to go 9 to 5. I want to choose the wrong path to make some money. So they choose that way. But the more they try to hack into or fish into a system, the system has an alert that can monitor it and then pick it and say, oh, somebody's trying to do something malicious. What will happen? They will go in and make it more secured, make it more secured and secured. And even internally, they have those who try the system, make sure the system is secure. There are things that really, lot of things that they can do, writing code, injecting stuff in the data, because the database is where everything is the powerhouse. We always say data center is like a storage facility, but the main thing of every application is database, because that is where everything lies bare. So that particular system is always strongly secured and monitored, because that is where the information is. So, I will give Mr. Ash Mofara, because if you look at the way our system is, there is no way you can do certain things. And as we go, Mr. Ash Mofara already put security as the top priority. And that's why they are hiring more engineers. You can hear about data scientists. What is their job? Look at the data, make sure there is no hole. They're talking about, QA engineers who are there. Their job is also not only to test the application, but to make sure the application is also secure. So you have all those layers, all those engineers. So security is one of the top. And you know what? Nobody will come feel insecure in ONPASSIVE ecosystem.
Okay, I know that it's already time to go. However, Andy, you'll be closing on this note, because I know there's one webinar we had with Ash where he guaranteed that he is going to kind of elevate user experience to that level where people, especially from the third world countries, the developing countries, they will find a place on the internet, on social media. Would that count as value? And what would that mean? User experience and stuff like that.
In this current situation, you've got a number of social media platforms that aren't what they say they are. They don't necessarily do what they're supposed to do. The social media platform is to be able to connect with like-minded individuals, friends, family, etc., in safety and security. Not having to deal with somebody who doesn't exist, somebody who wants to cyberbully or groom children or whatever it might be, or sell bogus rubbish that doesn't exist just to scam you out of some money. So ONET for us is a correction to that problem. But it's not just ONET that does that. I mean, I've been comparing my old Yahoo account with what we can do in OMAT, and there is no comparison. You know, and moving everything across into OMail is making life easier for me because I can then bin the Yahoo. There are so many glitches in the older systems in comparison to the new system. Why would I want the old system? It doesn't make sense. So all of these people will have that capability, that opportunity, not only to be able to make use of products that will make life easy for them, but also be able to earn a crust at the same time. So yeah, it's extremely important for us to, you know, get into the ecosystem and play around with it. As Collins has said before, you can't break it,
Right?
Yeah, but you can check out what's going on. And I'm not technically minded, but I learn every day just by playing around. And the annoyance is certainly when you've got children that are, you know, 5 and above type touch, they're doing all of these things on the computer and on their phone, and I'm looking at them going, what the hell is going on? So this is going to be made easier for everyone, and that's phenomenal.
Exactly. Thank you, Andy, for that. So Collins, that was Andy's last point. I think you have a quick last one as well, you know, because like sometimes, thank you, Mike Ellis, for joining us again today, though. So one of the things Mike Ellis would say is, you know, we've seen companies come and go. They claim that they drive traffic, but what they do is just, you know, like kind of hit and miss, or what, I don't know the right word to use for it. They just gather everything and pour out there. And if you are lucky, they get what you have, or they consume it and stuff. However, we are talking here about targeted traffic. Would that count as value? And what's it, if you can introduce it just for the sake of our visitors who don't yet know much about ONPASSIVE?
Oh my God, targeted traffic, that is massive. You know, sometimes we used to talk about it, you know, we thought it's a joke, but thank God where I am now, I'm seeing it, you know, and it's just like sometimes God put you in a position to see something and open your eyes. But now I can really 100% say what ONPASSIVE, what Ms. Angela should tell us, that you guys will get targeted traffic. Targeted traffic, that is a big deal. It's one of the most valuable things. That's what most companies are dying for, and they cannot get it because it costs. But Ms. Ashford is telling us that you will get targeted traffic. Guys, it is not a joke. I can tell you that I have seen it firsthand. And what is coming is crazy. It is really, really crazy. I look at it, I was just like, oh my word. I've been hearing this, but now I'm just sitting in it. Just that things are Mr. Comfort, we cannot even say it.
You need to get out of trouble.
I'm just excited that
out of trouble right now. So I need the mic. So thank you, guys. Thank you for joining us once again today, guys. And if you appreciate what my brother Collins and Andy are doing, why not go ahead, check out our YouTube channels. This discussion is running on at least 7 or 8 YouTube channels, including on Facebook. So people back home, if you can't watch on YouTube, check it on Facebook. We're running live on Facebook now every day. So check it out. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't yet. Thank you for subscribing. Please, let's share. This is valuable information. It's all about value, guys. So let's share value. So let's just go ahead and do that. Check out all the YouTube channels are lined out there. Do it. And whoever is watching for the first time, there's surely a link somewhere in the description box or on Facebook or anywhere. You find a link and you want to have a look of what we're talking about, go ahead and do that. click on it, or you ask us more questions if you need help to understand a bit more. We are here every day to help. Thank you, and thank you, team, for coming again. See you soon, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.